Welcome to Magical Aspirations, a podcast for magical people where we aspire to gather all of the knowledge magic has to offer. This is a place to illuminate and demystify all things magical. Welcome to Magical Aspirations. Reverend Raven here, and I have a very special guest who is going to be sharing a bit about her business and magic. We are really excited to be here on the latest episode of Magical Aspirations, a podcast for magical people where we aspire to illuminate and demystify all the things that magic has to offer. So without further ado, let me introduce Tara Elphick. Welcome, Tara.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be on air with you today.
I'm so glad to have you. So Tara is the owner of Spellbound, which is a wonderful metaphysical shop in Central Louisiana. Tell us a little bit about the shop, Tara.
So Spellbound we have been up and running for about a year and a half now. We're still pretty new out there, so it's very exciting becoming a part of the metaphysical community and the spiritual community out here in Central Louisiana. We are in a location that's easily accessible from Baton Rouge and from Livingston Parish and all the parishes, surrounding parishes in that area. We got started, you might find this a little funny. Well, maybe not, considering, but we got started. I actually had a dream about this store. And I have been in the pagan lifestyle my whole life. And this is kind of a dream come true for me to be able to offer a community hub here and a place where people can congregate and gather and get to know one another, as well as buy all of the supplies that they need for their practice. And so after having the dream of the location here, I knew that was a definite that it's something I had to pursue. And so to push myself in that direction, I filed with Secretary of State for our name. And from there, it was just, we snowballed into Spellbound, and it's been a wonderful journey. And I've met so many wonderful and interesting people, and I have learned so much. And I have to say thank you to all those that support us, and we welcome new family members all the time. So very happy to be here, very happy to be with you today on your podcast and to continue our journey.
Awesome. Well, one word that really stuck out to me whenever you were speaking was family. Tell us a little bit about your family and staff there at Spellbound.
Absolutely. So we are family owned and operated. We are a small family, actually, but we look at all of our customers as family. Everybody that comes in here, whether they come in here for supplies, whether they come in for advice, whether they come in looking for products or services, we incorporate all of them as part of a family. We have customers that are so comfortable coming in here, and patrons that are so comfortable coming in here. They come sometimes just to sit and chat and visit. And that was our dream, to have that. We currently are owned and operated by family only. We do have tarot readings available, all in-house within our family. And we hope to continue to grow one day where we can employ even more. But everybody that walks through our doors is considered family in our eyes.
That's really cool. So what kind of readings do you guys offer there?
So we offer tarot readings, oracle readings. We also have our Mystical Matthew, who does runes as well. So you can get rune readings, tarot readings, oracle readings. We are speaking to somebody right now who does aura readings, and we're very interested in having her join our family here. We're hoping that she makes the decision to come on and do it. Right now, it's more of a hobby for her, but she's fantastic at it. She did mine, and I would absolutely love to have her here. We also have some Reiki practitioners that we can arrange to have Reiki performed here. We do have a very small room, so our practitioners, some of them prefer to work from home and some work through the store. But you can choose either wherever you're more comfortable. So Reiki is another service that we do offer.
So there's a lot of different things that you can have while you're done there.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So that really leads me to my next question is that it really seems like whenever I got to visit the store during the last full moon meetup that you guys hosted there, I think that was July. Is that right?
Yes. Yes. That was in
Um,
July.
awesome. So it really seemed like the shop was an extension of your personality a bit.
Well, I hope so. But that is a wonderful compliment as well. Um, the shop has been my, like I said earlier, it's like my dream come true. And so my ultimate goal when designing Spellbound and starting Spellbound was to have that community hub where people are welcome to congregate and gather and meet one another and get the supplies that they need at a reasonable price, and to offer different services like tarot and runes and such. And the store, I wanted to be a place of solace. I wanted a peaceful environment where people felt comfortable to come in and to be themselves and to ask any questions that they have. And so working toward a peaceful atmosphere has been one of our goals since day one. And we hope we're attaining it. We think we're doing well. We get pretty good feedback on how comforting the store is when you walk in. So when you walk in, I'm sure you noticed when you came in, there's a waterfall as soon as you walk in, a small little waterfall. So you hear the water. We always have calming music on and a very green atmosphere, lots of plants. And we try to aim for that peaceful zone where people can come and not just shop, but actually get a little escape from a busy day or a hectic day.
Yeah, and you mentioned green. A lot of metaphysical and spiritual stores, carry herbs and things like that. But the wall of jars was absolutely stunning.
Oh, thank you. Yes. Apothecary trying to consistently grow. We have a pretty good selection right now, and every time we restock our herbs, we do try and order a new one. So we're always adding to it to continue to grow our little apothecary up there.
And I think that it must be a part of one of your passions. Would you say that's true?
Absolutely. Yes, I am definitely an all natural, at least as much as possible, as much as I can be. I prefer to use natural remedies. And so it's something that I have looked into a lot over the years and put a lot of effort into learning and continuously still. This is an ever long lasting journey that we're on. So it's a constant learning. But I love the aspect of the fact that we have the apothecary there, and we do keep a lot of reference books on hand. So any of our employees at any time can mix a tea for a specific purpose, or instruct somebody how they can make a tincture or an ointment and what herbs that they would need for that and how to go about doing it. It is definitely a passion of mine, and hoping I'm passing that down to my children as well. It started when they were little. They knew put aloe on sunburns, and they knew feverfew would help headaches, and they've grown with it as well. So hopefully they've gained a nice knowledge too of herbal remedies.
So, do you find that your magical practices are an extension of who you are?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Since I was just a child, and I grew up in a very open household. So it was definitely an extension of myself since childhood. I was out in the woods stirring my magic potions as a little girl, which
Yes.
just into making real magical potions and learning and continuing to learn, and hopefully spreading knowledge and wisdom to those around me as well when they come in and need advice. But yes, it's definitely magical practice has been with me my whole life. It's in the home, it's in the shop, it's in everything that we do. I'm a big believer in intention setting. I'm a big believer that you can accomplish what you want to accomplish in your life. You set those intentions and you work toward them. And that is just an extension of your magic into your life.
So then at what point did you decide that you were going to make magic your business? Was the dream really the first time that you had thought about it? Or was this something that had been kind of going on in the back of your mind, like this might be cool to do one day?
It was going on in the back of my mind. It would be cool to do one day. I definitely had this dream of, well, when I retire from corporate America, when I get older and I'm in the crone stage of my life, I want to be the little town witch that sells herbs and books and can provide knowledge and guidance to the community, to the magical community. So it's something that's kind of always been a little dream in the back of my mind. It wasn't something that I had been really truly working toward, but when I had that dream, I knew that was my calling, and I knew that it was going to come at an earlier stage of my life than in my prior visions of it. And really my prior visions were not set plans, but it was, like you said, kind of right there in the back of my mind all the time. And when I got the opportunity to actually set forth on this path and open Spellbound, it was my dream come true, literally and figuratively.
That's so cool. And I love that the name of your shop. How did that come about?
That actually was all in the dream as well. My location and the shop name and really everything about us, down to even the suite that we're in. So we are in a little strip mall on a corner of Magnolia Bridge Road and Greenville Springs Road. And even the suite itself in the strip mall was a part of my dream. And when I came here and looked, I didn't even know if there was anything available in the strip mall. I had no idea. When I came here and I looked up the property and contacted the property management, I had no idea if they were renting out units or anything. And sure enough, found out they were. And initially this unit actually had a tenant in it, but she was actually in the process of moving her business. And so when I found that out, I was just kind of, no matter how long we've been doing this, you always have that affirmation of, okay, I'm on the right path, because we shock ourselves sometimes with our own intuition, and they contacted me a little while later and they said, yes, she's definitely moving. This is her moving date. Do you want the units? Absolutely. And so from there, here we are.
Wow. How cool. That is really a magical story. I love that.
It is very cool. Even our name. I mean, everything was something that came from that dream that I had. And I truly believe that's my guides. And that is the universe telling me this is meant for you. This was not just some dream kind of working its way around in the back of your mind, that this is meant to be, and this is where you're going to go, and this is how you're going to get it started. And I listened, and I'm so glad I did.
Absolutely. Well, we've touched on this a little bit, but we like to ask every guest, what are your magical aspirations?
Well, I would like to say that I have achieved a lot of my magical aspirations with opening Spellbound. Of course, I always want to continue to learn and grow. And I do that every day. I do that through our family that comes through here, our community members, our patrons that come through here. I learn so much from them, from so many different spiritual walks of life. I want to always continue to learn. I want to continue to expand my knowledge and to continue learning and growing in my craft. The store has been my primary aspiration, especially since it all came to fruition. So this is my biggest aspiration here, is to be that community hub, that place where everybody that comes through here is family, and everybody can learn and grow together, and we can share knowledge with one another, and we can get to know one another, and we can be a good, strong, solid community that supports one another.
Wow, that's really powerful. I'm thinking back to whenever I was there at the meeting, and just meeting people who were coming in that had never met other practitioners before. It was really kind of took me aback for a second and reminded me of growing up in a small town and being like, wait, there are other people up here that don't know other magical practitioners.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And that's what I love about the location that we're in. We are in that small town location, and we see that on a regular basis, on a daily basis. We have people that come in, and they come in and they are a bit quiet and reserved. And when they start to see other people coming in that just walk in and say, hey, and they address everybody in the Spellbound family by name, and they start getting comfortable and they start opening up and they start getting to know all of the people that frequent here. And it's just been a wonderful journey to be able to bring people together in that small town environment that have not had that opportunity prior.
Absolutely. Do you guys have any plans or ambitions to offer like classes or regular meetings or meetups?
We do. It is something that since we've opened, it's something that we have wanted to do. And we do have both of our owners. We do work full time too during the week. So it is a little hard right now logistically. Yeah. So we try to do it every so often, and we do try to advertise on social media and get the word out there as much as possible when we are doing something. But yes, absolutely. That is something that's in the works. We are planning on offering classes and regular meetups. We loved the turnout that we had for our new moon gathering when you came to visit us. And we are interested in continuing something like along those lines, new moon gatherings or full moon gatherings on a more regular basis than we do right now. And classes would be our next. That is something in the works. It's something we've been discussing for a while. And it is something that we do get a lot of people asking for. So it is definitely in the works for the near future. It's something we are working on. So hopefully we get there very soon.
So stay tuned, right?
Stay tuned. Yeah. We're still growing and learning ourselves because we are a little new, but we are going to be offering all of that. Awesome. Our little test run went so well, and we absolutely want to have that. We want to have that community experience there for everybody in this area, especially considering that we are in that small town area. Right. So it's definitely something that would be absolutely wonderful to have on a regular basis.
Very cool. So since you keep mentioning that you want to keep growing and learning and studying, my next question is, what are you studying right now that has you like really excited?
I am still in my herbalism path. I have been in that a lot, and I do find that a lot of people that do come here, it is one of my biggest requests is, hey, can you make a tea for this? Or can you instruct me on what I'll need to do this? And so as much as that green aspect of my spiritual path has always been with me, it's something that is a forever learning process. I mean, there's always more to learn, and it is still something that I'm very passionate about. And it is something that I'm trying to expand my knowledge on more right now is that herbal aspect and herbal remedies and anything along those lines right now has been my love and my passion.
Yes. And something else that I really appreciated about the shop is that you have artwork and things that are made by local artists. So I kind of want to piggyback on you talking about community. That's something that kind of stood out to me as something different than other metaphysical shops that I've been to, that you offer a lot of things that are made by people within the community.
Absolutely. It's very important to us, and it's something that we have done that right from the very beginning, was having local artists featured in our store. We want to support the community as much as possible. We started this path specifically as that community center. Of course, having the shop and having the supplies and selling the items is of course a big part of our shop. But what was really important to us, and one of the reasons why as owners, even we still work full time, is to be able to provide that community aspect as well. The community is a big thing for us. We've been talking about that small town here where a lot of people have never even met somebody on the same spiritual path as themselves. And so opening that doorway in an area like this and allowing those people to have friends and neighbors that are close to them, that they can get to know, that are on that same spiritual path as them, has been a key to us right from the beginning. So community has been something very big for us, and we are all about supporting our local artists and our local community. We have I can't even tell you, maybe about 30 local artists right now that have items featured in our shop. We're proud to have them. We welcome more. We love having that support. It is wonderful not only for our customers because they do have variety that they can't find in other places, but it's also wonderful for the community because it's a way for us to give back and to allow local artists to get their art out there and to have it seen by the general public, and have them have that opportunity to put their talent out into the world.
So is there anything in the shop right now that you feel like y'all are lacking that you would really like a local artist that offers a certain kind of product?
I actually spoke to a woman yesterday who came into the store yesterday evening, she makes homemade dream catchers. And I do have one artist that has the crocheted, but I don't have an artist that does the dream catchers that incorporates the crystals and the intentions and the magic in it right now. So we had a wonderful discussion yesterday, and I'm hoping to start carrying her products. And all I can say is that our local artists, they surprise me every day, and they grow. I watch them grow. I watch even our youngest artist in the store right now is still a teenager, and she makes these beautiful fairy gardens. And one day she walked in and she said, "So I have some new things." And she laid out some beautiful jewelry, and she laid out some kids' toys that she had made, little stuffed mushrooms with faces on them that were so precious that we can't keep on the shelf. So I encourage any artists that are interested in featuring things in our store to come by and just let us take a look at it, because their talent exceed my vision very frequently. They come in and they show amazing things that they have made, and I can't wait to get it out. I can't wait to put it out on the shelves, and it's different all the time, and it keeps me guessing even. So I'm not going to give one product in particular that I feel like we're missing, because I love the fact that we don't limit our artists to anything, that they can come here with anything and put it in front of us. And 99 out of 100 times, we're going to put it out. The only time we're not going to put out a product is if we think in any way, shape, or form it might offend another person that comes in here, But other than that, which is only happened one time since we've been open, and we did take some of those artist things, just not that particular item. But we encourage their artistic ability to be brought in and put in front of us so that we can put it out on the shelves for the general public.
Oh, how cool. So tell everybody, how do they get in touch with y'all? Where do they find you? What's the address? All of those good things.
Absolutely. Our address is 18564 Magnolia Bridge Road. Our mailing address is actually Greenwell Springs, but we do fall within that central city limit. So we're right there in Central. We're on the corner of Greenwell Springs Road and Magnolia Bridge Road. Anybody that is interested in featuring any items here, you are welcome to contact us on any of our social media. We are on Facebook at Spellbound LLC. We are on Instagram. We are on TikTok. We are open 7 days a week. We are open Monday through Thursday from 11 a.m. till 8 p.m. Fridays, we're open 11 a.m. till 9 p.m. Saturdays, we're open from 10 a.m. until 9 p.m. And Sundays, we're open 11 a.m. until 6 p.m. So we're open 7 days a week. We'd love to see you here. You're more than welcome to stop in during any of those hours, or contacting the store on social media. We do have a website also. Forgot about that one because this is new. We did just start a website, and it is www.spellboundla, as in the state of Louisiana, la.com. We are still, be patient with us because we are still loading items onto it because it is a brand new thing for us. We just got online with a website, but you can also email through the website, or you can give us a call.
Oh, wow. Oh, I'm so excited. I definitely want to get more involved with the shop and come to meet some of the local artists. I'm going to keep an eye out for classes and meetups, and maybe we can plan something together here in the future.
I would absolutely love that.
Yes. Well, thank you so much, Tara, for your time this evening. And I'm just really excited to get the word out about everything that y'all are doing there, keeping the magic in the small towns. That's near and dear to my heart. So thanks again.
Thank you for having us. We really appreciate the opportunity.
Well, we are going to sign off here. Thanks everybody for listening and have a wonderful day. Stay magical.
Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of Magical Aspirations. Be sure to like and follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Magical Aspirations to keep up with the latest and the greatest from Annalisa, Adriana, and Reverend Raven, and to join in on the Magical Aspirations conversations. Come check out our website, magicalaspirations.com, to find bonuses from our guests, our Magical Aspirations blog, and to reach out to our magical hosts with questions, comments, reviews, or ideas for future episodes. We are so grateful for each and every one of you listening. Thank you again, and as always, stay true to your magic.